Hey everyone, this is Becky Howie from NatureWiseCounseling.com in Boulder, Colorado, and I help people create balance in their lives and reconnect with a sense of joy and meaning again. Now, if you have ever found yourself caught up in a negative thought pattern and just kind of swirling, then today's video is for you, because I'm going to talk about why you might want to consider practicing gratitude all year round rather than just on Thanksgiving. So, in recent years, the research around the benefits of gratitude has just multiplied. And with the positive psychology movement, there is all kinds of research around all of the benefits of gratitude, okay? So these include things like gratitude will boost your mood, okay? Gratitude will reduce your anxiety and depression. It will help you sleep better. It will relieve your stress. It will improve your health in ways like lowering your pain levels, increasing your immune function, and lowering your blood pressure. It will give you a boost in energy, and it will also boost your self-esteem, your mental strength, and your resilience, which is what helps us bounce back after tragedy or stress or any kind of really traumatic event. Okay, so these are a whole litany of things that are going to help you if you practice gratitude more regularly. Okay, how might you do this, you ask? Well, or why does this work, you ask? Because practicing gratitude actually rewires your brain, okay? And what I mean by that is the parts of your brain that are activated when you practice gratitude are just like the muscles in your hands or your arms or your legs, okay? The more you work those muscles out, the stronger they get. The same thing goes for this part of your brain, okay? The more you practice gratitude and exercise this part of your brain, the stronger it gets and the more likely it is to recognize and seek out and find things that it's grateful for and positive things later than if you didn't, right? And so it's basically priming your brain. Have you ever learned a new word for the first time? And, you know, there's some word that you've never heard before. And then all of a sudden you start hearing it everywhere. You hear it like 3 times in a day. And you're like, wait a minute, how can this be? I just learned this word today. And all of a sudden I'm hearing it, you know, all of the time. It's not that the word wasn't around you before. It's just that your brain wasn't primed to pick up on it. It didn't know what it meant. And it wasn't looking for it, right? And so once you've primed your brain to look for these positive things to be grateful for, then your brain is more likely to pick them out of a day, even if it's kind of a cruddy day, than it would have been before. And what that does is it counteracts your natural evolutionary negativity bias, right? Which is the sort of part of our brain that is scanning for things that might go wrong all of the time, because that information helps keep us alive. And it makes sure that, you know, negative information is something like 10 times more likely to be, you know, recognized, stored away, and then accessed later by our brain than positive information. So this is going to help even that out a little bit, that negativity bias. Okay? So what I'm going to teach you now is a little gratitude exercise that if you practice it, what they've shown, like Harvard researchers have shown, if you practice gratitude every day for 21 days, they can actually measure the positive benefits 6 months later after you've practiced this for 21 days. Now, I'm not going to say at the end of 21 days you should stop. If it's working for you, by all means, keep doing it. But my invitation to you on this week of Thanksgiving is to start your gratitude practice now and see if you can keep it going so that you can get some of these benefits that I talked about, okay? So this exercise is called Bright Spots. And what I want you to do is at the end of each day, or maybe the beginning of a day, if that's when your brain is fresher, you know, whenever it works for you, but try to find a regular time to sit down. And I want you to write down 3 positive things in your day, okay, from each day. Now that could be something little. It could be something big. It could be something that happened to you or something that you did, a success that you had, something that someone else did for you, whatever it is. I want these to be 3 bright spots in your day, okay? And then I want you to think of and then kind of write about one of these 3 things for each of those bright spots, okay? What is it that brought that bright spot about, right? Was it 3 months of really hard work that you put in to finally have a successful project or a presentation, right? Was it the result of someone else going out of their way to be kind to you, okay? Secondly, what does it mean to you, or what will it mean in the future, right? And so because this positive thing happened to you, what's that going to mean for you in your life, okay? And the third option is, how could you have or create more of this positive thing, right? Because oftentimes we have a lot more control over sort of the creation or what goes into these things than we might think, right? Maybe somebody was kind to us because we've been kind to them in the past. Maybe we had that successful presentation because we worked our butt off for 3 months, etc. Okay, so I want you to write down 3 things that were positive from each day, and then I want you to think about what brought that about, what will it mean for you in your life, and how could you have more of it? And just pick one of those 3 for each of them and kind of write a little something about that. And what that's going to help do is reinforce that in your brain, okay? Now, if you find that gratitude practices are not for you, or if you just repeatedly get stuck in these sort of negative thought patterns, first of all, I want you to know you're human and that's normal. If you would like a little bit of extra help with some of these things, reach out to me using the link that I'm going to put below and fill out an application for a free 30-minute consult call. I would love to talk to you about what's going on in your life, where you have struggles, and how we could help turn those around. All right, I hope you have a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving. Take care.